Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Cornbread Trucker coming to you from my O2. I had gotten, I think I had mentioned I had gotten a load over in Tumbawa, Iowa. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. And it was supposed to be ready. And I know we've all heard that one before. So I went ahead and got my 10-hour break and got up yesterday morning and headed over there just to find out it was not ready. The message I had the proper trailer number and all of that, and it was sent to Prime saying it was ready, but it wasn't. So I went and parked over at the Walmart, got some groceries, and just ended up staying there. Got up this morning. They were supposed to call me. I had not received a call yet, but I went ahead and called them. It was ready, so went over there, got it picked up, and got over here to the O2 here in Tip City. So gonna go ahead and get my 10-hour break out of the way because my appointment's not till 3 in the morning. And we'll deliver this part of this load, and then I'll head up to my 90. But anyways, yeah, so had the snow and stuff this morning, but the roads really was not too bad. There's a few spots in Iowa, like that last county I went through, road crews hadn't even started on the roads. They were just, well, I guess to say shouldn't have said they hadn't even started, because they were starting when I went through there. But really that was probably the worst part of it. And I got out here to Tip City, and it's like 45, well, it was 45 degrees. It's cooling off now, and the wind's blowing, so I'm sure by the time I leave in the morning, it will be snowing here pretty good. So I'll probably be fighting it the rest of the way, and we'll just see how tomorrow goes. So, but got a message from the fuel desk to give them a call. Had some questions about some charges, and there ended up being one. Somehow somebody ended up with my card number. I'm sure when I scanned it somewhere, getting fuel, somebody tried to use it. I don't keep any money on my card. I'm not a Comdata fan. I only use it because I have to, but somebody tried to scan it for 30 bucks, and of course it did not go through. But however, until I get back to a terminal, I'll have to use the text message system. I've never used that. I don't know if it's going to be something that's going to take a little while to get, for them to send me the message, for me to say, yes, it's me, for them to go ahead and authorize it, so that I can use the card. I'm not in no hurry. At least right now, I don't feel like I'm in a hurry to get back to a terminal just to get a new card. I'm in the freight lane, and I don't really want to mess it up. I know I could probably go through with the load, but then just going through the inspection bay, and I don't want to deal with that. But we'll see how this goes. I may end up just really wanting to get back to a terminal because it takes too long for this whole text message thing to work. But other than that, seen the deal on the DriveWise today. Not sure how I really feel about that. Mixed emotions. Navigation, I'm not interested in. The weather, I have all those features, and the thing about it is, I think that if there is something that really kind of bothers me, it's I turn the volume down on the Qualcomm all the way down. I don't want to hear it at all. I can't stand that computer generated voice. And on the Peterbilt, my Qualcomm doesn't sit like right up here. It's off over to the right. So like sometimes a message will come across there and I won't notice it until I, physically, I'll look that way and I'm looking in the mirror, but I don't look at the Qualcomm. So I don't know how that's going to, how I'm going to feel about it, because, in order for because I can't always catch that that light when it illuminates on the way stations, I guess I'll have to have the volume up a little bit. It's probably something I'm just going to have to get used to. And the other thing, I don't know if the navigation is just going to pop up automatically, and then am I going to have to listen to that? I just assume not hear that. I've got my method, using a map, using my GPS that, I don't know, I'm not saying this is the best GPS out there, but that Garmin Diesel I find to be really good. It has issues, just like the navigation on the Qualcomm. I used it briefly, but I never really cared for it, and it had issues too, and so I don't, I had them turn. I'm not paying for that, and so I'm not really, looking to use the navigation system that comes to that. And then I have, as far as getting weather, there's plenty of ways to check weather. I don't need that necessarily, that feature. So I don't know if it's something that you can turn off to where you don't have to listen to like the navigation system. I don't know if it automatically comes up. So I'm sure I'll get used to it, and I don't, as long as I'm going to stay at Prime, wasn't given a choice. So in that, so I'll have to get used to it whether I like it or not. But right now I'm not feeling too hyped about it, but I can't say that it's going to drive me to go somewhere else at this moment. But we'll find out what it's all about. I've kind of seen some people really dislike it, doesn't feel like it works any better, and then some people love it. So I guess I'll have to find out where I'm going to be at in that. But so yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I was a little disappointed in the fact that I got up yesterday morning to run over and pick up that load and find out it wasn't ready. I could have just stayed right where I was at and got a 34-hour reset. Mind it, I could have called, and I should have known better. Just because I know that just because we get a message saying that the load's ready doesn't mean that it is. So I did not make that call initially, ran over there, so I didn't get that 34-hour reset. So I'm going to be running on recaps. That's okay. I've got that, things look good on that, and who knows, the next load may end up being something where I'm going to set. Maybe with the load itself, I can squeeze out 34 while I'm still underneath the next load. We'll see how that works out. Don't need the 34, but it was a little disappointing because I could have gotten a reset had I just not got up and went to go pick up that load. But I did, wrote on the bills my arrival and my depart. Asked the guard to write that down, but she didn't. She wouldn't do it. So, but detention's supposed to pay really good on that. We'll see. Make sure that I get paid. I'll have to. If it doesn't pop up, I'll just, I'll get with my fleet manager and make sure that happens. So, but detention does pay good there at JBS Swift. At least at that location. So, yeah, that was almost a full day sitting there. So that's not a total loss. I may not have got the 34-hour reset, but as long as I get the detention pay, at least it wasn't for nothing. We'll see. But seen driver lineup, put a video out today, and that's a good video. He was talking about the PC, brought up, you know, his complaint is just the bad regulations, which he's actually liked the way that he went about that, because that is what it boils down to a lot of times, is just the way, you know, some people do abuse it. I mean, clear abuse. And then, you know, sometimes it comes down to how an officer might define it, whether he's in a good mood or not. So Eric, good job on that video. I'm actually in the middle of watching Simple Plan Trucking. I'm actually going to start that one over. Had some things interrupt me, so I want to go back and kind of see what's going on with them. And Lyle, he did a video, I think it was yesterday, you know, no hippie trucking, and he's bleeding right now. Of course, he took all that home time, and then his trucks, batteries are pretty expensive. So I mean, he could handle it, no doubt about it, but you know, you still hate bleeding money. So but he'll get everything squared away. And that's really kind of about it. I suspect I'm not going to get a door around here until about my appointment time, which works out great. Like I said, I'll get that 10-hour break. So get up in the morning and take my drive and get back up to my 90, and then I'll probably post another video after that, because I'm sure I got quite a bit of weather. I'm going up to New York. I won't say where till later, but we'll see how that plays out. So, all right, we'll catch you guys on another one.